NFL show, wherever or however you're listening. We're so grateful to have you with us. As you guys know, I'm your host, Sean Cottle. And listen, guys, in our NFL show today, we're going to be discussing the dominance that is taking place in the NFC North right now, as well as the AFC. We're gonna be discussing who is the best team in the AFC, and I feel like this is gonna be a little divisive for our fans, but it's okay. It's a necessary conversation. It needs to be had. Um, and we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna dive into it. But first, we have to sell out real quick. Uh, if you guys haven't already, please be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, so you guys can stay up to date on all the latest content that we post daily. And if you'd like to gain exclusive content from us over here at Sorry to Bother You, you can do so by going to patreon.com, clicking on the search bar, and typing in Sorry to Bother You Show. That way you guys can gain access to all of our exclusive content that we post daily. All right, enough selling out. Guys, let's dive right into it, shall we? Like I said, dominance in the NFC North. Listen, the NFC North is shaping up to be the best division in all of football right now. The Detroit Lions defeated the Green Bay Packers over the weekend, 31-34, and the Minnesota Vikings defeated the Atlanta Falcons 42-10. By the way, Kirk Cousins threw 4 interceptions in that game. Is it time to start considering Michael Penix in Atlanta? We'll discuss that later on another show. But the top 3 teams in the NFC North, you could argue, are three of the best teams in the NFC overall. And the Bears obviously are the Bears, but the Lions, I've said all year, are the best team in the NFL, and I still believe that. What they're doing on the defensive end with the injuries they have, I'm not sure if I've ever seen before. And obviously their defense, their offense is extremely explosive. Man, those Alabama products with Jahmyr Gibbs and Jameson Williams, it's incredible what they're doing. But, now obviously the Packers as well, led by Jordan Love. The offense in Green Bay is phenomenal. I have a little cause for concern with the secondary in Green Bay, which is why I'm not as quick to name them the second best team in the NFC. But the dominance in the NFC North is phenomenal. It's incredible. And listen, 3 of the 4 best teams are in the NFC North. Right now I still have it as Detroit, Philadelphia, Green Bay, and then Minnesota. And you can argue that that Minnesota is better than Green Bay. What Minnesota was the kind recipient of is the lack of expectations, because once JJ McCarthy got hurt, it was implied and people were under the assumption that now Minnesota would be worse with Sam Darnold in at the starting quarterback. However, this could be an instance where the Minnesota Vikings are actually better with Sam Darnold in the lineup instead of JJ McCarthy. So this could be actually the best version of Minnesota that we're seeing. And the offense for Minnesota is firing all cylinders over the past 4 weeks, with obviously led by Justin Jefferson. And if that offense in Minnesota can stay consistent, you can make the argument that Minnesota is perhaps the 3rd best team in the NFC. Right now, it's really close to them, and that connect with them in Green Bay. Right now, I do give Green Bay the slight edge because they've been more consistent over the course of the season. However, if Minnesota continues to keep up this level of play, you can make the argument that Minnesota is the 3rd best team in the NFC. Still don't think they're better than Philadelphia, and I know Philadelphia struggled this past weekend against Carolina, but I think Carolina is becoming a good team. Obviously, they struggled tremendously to start the season, but Bryce Young has been playing much better. He's starting to look like the number 1 pick that Carolina expected him to be coming out of Alabama, and it just shows you what good quarterback play can do for a team, and what it can do for the morale, and what it can do for their confidence. And Carolina looks like a much better team, and we saw what they did against Philadelphia. But like I said, I still think Philadelphia is the 2nd best team in the NFC. They have a rushing attack that no one has seen to be able to stop in the NFL yet. Saquon Barkley's on pace to break the all-time single-season rushing record, and that's the Philadelphia. I mean, that is a recipe for success for Philadelphia. This is very akin to Philadelphia team from 2022 that made the Super Bowl, and they're following the same formula. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. So like I said, I saw Philadelphia as the second best team in the NFC, followed by Green Bay and then Minnesota right now. But Detroit by far ahead is the best team in the NFC and the NFL at that. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Just want to touch up real quick on this dominance in NFC North that we're seeing. I'm not sure if I've seen this much dominance from one division ever in all my years of watching football. But if one of you guys can remember a year like this where there's just so much dominance from one division, let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. With that being said, guys, though, we're going to transition over to the other conference in our next segment, and we're discussing who is the best team in the AFC. So be sure to stick around for that, guys. You're not going to miss it. We'll be right back.